So in this lesson, you're supposed to read a few pages out of the textbook and then try to play with one of the simulations on Explore Learning, one of the gizmos. So here's our class page for gizmos, and the one you're looking for is at the very bottom. It's called Rabbit Population by Season. And this is what it looks like. So this is a simple simulation where you can see how the population of rabbits change as they enter this new area here. Now, at the very beginning, under the description tab here, you get a choice to choose the speed of the simulation. And I'm gonna go to the fastest possible speed, save a little bit of time. And you have a choice between a table, which will show you the number of rabbits as the years go on. You can have a bar chart. This will go up and down as the population of rabbits goes up and down. But the one you're probably going to be most interested in, or will be more useful in helping you to get the answers to the Google form, would be the graph. Okay, so the graph, the one axis is in years, and then the other axis is the population of rabbits. So you can see how that changes as time goes on. So if you hit play, you'll see the population changing, and I'm gonna stop it because I don't want to give away what's gonna happen in the long run. But what I want you to do is to let this simulation go on for a long time. I'm talking about 20 to 30 years. This graph only goes up to 3 years. So what you can do on the right hand side is zoom out. So if I hit this minus sign, I zoom out, and I zoom out until I can see 20 and 30 years. So I actually want you to let it play for at least 20 years and see what the graph of the population looks like. Okay, then you can restart it. So the arrow here, that's kind of like a part of a circle. That's a restart. I can zoom back in if I want. If I want to know what happens, or if I want to look at it more slowly, I can simply hit description and change the speed back to slower. And now I can also change some of the conditions here. So in terms of land, right now there's ample land. That means that there's lots and lots of land. I can make the rabbits have less land to use, and I can make the rabbits have very little land to use. So that's one condition I can change. I can also change the conditions of the weather and the temperature. I can make the winters harsh. I can make the springs cold. I can make the summers extra hot. So those are other conditions I'd like you to play with and see how that affects the graph. Okay, so after you ran the simulation under normal conditions, you can change one of the conditions, any one of the conditions, and replay the simulation and see how that affects the population. You can do that a couple of times for a couple of different conditions, and then go ahead and answer the questions on the Google form. All right, so that's how you use the rabbit simulation.